Hey, what is up guys, this is Anthony, aka BatBomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the Mezco 112 convention exclusive Armored Batman from the Batman v Superman film. Taking a look at the front, we can see an image of the Batman v Superman logo, and on the top right, we do see a blurb that says this is a 2016 convention exclusive. Turning the box around, we can see images of the figure in multiple posing positions, as well as a couple of his accessories and his light up eyes feature. Turning the box back around, opening the lid, we can see the figure showcased in the center surrounded by his multiple accessories, and on the inside of the lid we do see the new Ben Affleck Batman logo. So with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. And here is Batman out of the box. And man, Mezco does it once again. This figure is absolutely epic. But before we take a closer look at the figure, let's take a look at the accessories. So starting off, Batman comes with a total of 8 interchangeable hands, starting with 2 open palm hands for stylized posing, 2 close-fisted hands, 2 gripping hands for holding his spear, and 2 gripping hands for holding his gun. Next up, he does come with his kryptonite spear made of die-cast metal, a grenade launcher, 2 kryptonite gas grenades, a grapnel gun, and 2 grapple hooks, one having an actual string attached to it. And lastly, he does come with a circular base with the Batman v Superman logo printed atop, an articulated arm that articulates at 4 points, 4 bendable wires for posing around the cape, and a clip to attach the wires that clip on to the flexible arm. So with the accessories out of the way, let's take a closer look at Armored Batman. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at Armored Batman here. Again, I think Mezco is just absolutely killing it with these figures. I mean, they just seem to be doing better and better and better, and this Armored Batman really is no exception. Just all the detail that went into this guy is just, to me, just insane. I mean, you can really see all the nicks and marks all over his armor. Just look at the helmet right there. There's all those scratches. It looks like he's really been through battle and things like that. So I just think they completely nailed this figure. Even just the lips of what little we do see of Ben Affleck, to me that looks like Ben Affleck is under that helmet right there. So again, I just absolutely love it. All the metal work, like this chest plate is all metal. It's die-cast metal. There's a lot of different sections for this figure that are made from die-cast metal, which I absolutely love. I mean, just look at the detail of the gauntlets. I think those came out really, really cool. Do dig that quite a bit. All the gold for the bat wings and on the belt, whatnot, just look awesome. Really digging that quite a bit. I mean, so much detail work. I mean, they really went in there, and you can see all those scratch marks and dents and stuff in the legs and in the boots and whatnot. I think come out really, really awesome. They even got the spikes that the Armored Batman is known for. Just absolutely love that a lot. You can even see the bodysuit underneath has this like textured detailing throughout it and whatnot. You can see kind of like there where the arms are and whatnot. I mean, absolutely beautiful. I love what Mezco is doing with this 112 line. Just looking at the cape alone is just a really nice thick material. It doesn't feel cheap whatsoever. I mean, if anything, this material for this cape is probably better than the pants I wear. That's how good a material this really is. I think you can actually see at the bottom of the cape, it is tattered and beaten up and worn and whatnot. And then they do a little bit of like paintwork detail on the cape to make it look like it's been run through the mud and the dirt and the muck and all that stuff. I mean, just these guys are just doing wonders over there in Mezco. Loving this. So let's get the cape out of the way. We can see the back of the suit right here. Look at that, more armor, nicks all over the place. I mean, love the spinal column of that back plate. Just looks really, really cool, man. Loving this quite a bit. They did such a good job with this figure. So before we go into articulation, we're going to check out a couple of different things here. So first off, I want to show you how the light up eyes features works. So you can just pop the head off. It is on a little ball joint just like that. And you put little batteries in right there. There's a little screw hole just right in there. Looks pretty good. Pretty easy to put in. And there's just a little switch right there. There's on and off switch. And you can actually turn the switch on and then you can actually see that, how well those eyes light up, which came out really, really good. Digging that quite a bit, man. I mean, loving how that looks. If you see it in the dark, it's even better. It's really, really bright and just awesome. I love the fact that it even has that feature, so really, really cool. So let's turn that on. You can just pop the head right back on, and it fits on really easily. Really nice and snug, so I do love that. Now let's take a look at a couple of his accessories. I want to get a little bit in detail of these. First off, you have his little gun right here. It's like a little grenade launcher. This thing is just really awesome. Love the detail in this gun right here. Such a nice piece. Really do dig the detail and all that. Just in the stock alone, the handle looks really, really good. It does have a little strap right here. That's real material, like real nylon almost, and has actual little metal rings in there that hold it in place. This little clip actually does come off, so if you really wanted to, just pull it off, just like that, just squeeze and pull, and you could actually wrap it around his chest right there, so he holds it over his shoulder, which is really, really cool. That's just awesome, man. Love things like that. But this gun, the butt of the gun does extend like that. So that's pretty cool, little extra thing you got going on there. And then the stock right here actually pulls out, and then you could actually take one of these little kryptonite grenades right here, and you could actually load it into there. So all you really have to do is just drop it in there, and there you go. He's ready to go and fire at some Superman. Pretty cool. Loving that quite a bit. The spear is probably my favorite accessory. Loving this quite a bit, actually. Just this thing is die-cast metal, and just all that extra detailing in there. Just think it came out awesome, man. Look at that paint work. The metal just looks really, really cool. Loving that quite a bit. And I love the translucent green that they used for the kryptonite tip right there. Just looks really, really awesome. Loving this piece quite a bit. That is definitely my favorite accessory that it comes with. The line launcher thing right here, a little grapple gun, came out really, really cool. Loving the detail of that. Just all that extra sculpting work in there. It looks awesome. Love everything that I did with that. Give it a nice wash to make it look a little dirty and whatnot. So that's such another great piece. And it does come with the two little hooks, and they just plug in right there, just like that. So you could have that one like that, or the one with the rope, same thing, and then just plug it in that way and extend the rope. But the details of like the hands, the interchangeable hands, work really, really cool. Loving the sculpt of these. I mean, you can see where it's like padded, and then the armor goes over the actual padding underneath, which looks really, really cool. Dig that quite a bit. So interchange the hands, pretty easy. They're just on little pegs, so you pull those off just like that, and you got a little peg right there. And you want to take this hand and then just pop it on right there, and it's just that easy. They work really, really well. Digging that quite a bit. So loving what they did with this guy. There's just so much I could really talk about. I just can't get over it, Mezco. You guys just shut up and take my money. Everything you're doing is gold. Trust me. Okay, so let's get into articulation here now. So as far as articulation goes, the head is on a ball joint, so it rolls around really, really nice. Dig that quite a bit. Does turn left and right, really good. He looks up pretty good, so you can get that kind of staring at Superman pose going on. Looks down a lot, works out really, really nice. The arms are ball hinged, so he can go all the way up and down, just like that. Works really, really good. He goes out about that far, which is pretty good. And he is wearing the soft goods bodysuit over the actual buck of the figure itself. It hinders articulation a little bit, but not too much, and you can tell when you see what I'm doing here. He does have a bicep swivel that allows it to rotate left and right, which looks really good. It looks like he has double jointed elbows, but the armor right here piece hinders the articulation a bit because it's hitting the glove or the gauntlet piece right there, so it's in it just a bit. And because the hands are on those pegs, it allows it to rotate left and right. It actually does hinge like that, which is pretty good. He does have an ab crunch feature, which allows him to crunch over just a little bit. Again, it's mainly hindered because of the armor right there. It's just hitting the stomach and the belt line right there, so I think he can crouch back just a bit. Not a whole lot going on right there, but it still works okay. And he can do a little bit of side to side, and he does have a little bit of waist swivel just like that. Allows him to turn left and right. His legs can kick up about that far, which is pretty good. Kick back about that much. and not really kick out a whole lot. This crotch piece right here is hindering it a little bit. It's pulling on it, as you can see. But again, with the armor right here being sculpted so high up, it actually hits the waistline right there. So that messes it up just a little bit, but nothing too bad. He does have a thigh swivel, allows it to turn left and right just like that. He doesn't get a single bend at the knee. It's probably double jointed, but the armor again just kind of hinders it a little bit. So that's about all you really get. And then he does have an ankle joint, allows it to point the toe up and down just like that. And he does have an ankle rock in there just like that. Works pretty good. So overall, again, I cannot say enough about what Mezco is doing. Just everything that they're doing with this 112 collective line is just incredible. So if you can snag this guy, I know he's expensive, but trust me when I say he's worth every dollar of what you're going to spend. Just from the quality you're going to get, the articulation, the accessories, just everything about it is worth that price tag. So for a quick comparison, here he is standing next to two other releases from the Mezco 112 line, including Judge Dredd and The Dark Knight Returns Batman. And for your Armored Batman comparison, here he is standing next to several other Armored Batman figures, including the DC Multiverse version from Mattel, the Toyz Metals version, the Lego version, the Funko Mystery Minis version, and the Funko Pop version. And lastly, for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the Mezco 112 convention exclusive Armored Batman from the Batman v Superman film. And this figure is an absolute masterpiece, and if you love Batman or just action figures in general, then this figure is definitely a must get. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.
This video was brought to you by Ageless Geeks.